This is a 3-part series on merging lives with your significant other and what it really means. This is part 3, so I'd recommend hitting that pause button if you haven't seen the other 2. Throughout this 3-part series, I still hadn't quite figured out what it really meant to live with your partner, why moving in with your partner is such a big step. I mean, we even got gifts for it. There wasn't many people in my friendship group that actually lived with their partners, so I talked to someone I knew who had. She is my friend, and her name is Erica. Funnily enough, she moved in with her partner around the same time Luke and I moved in together, and they also started dating around the same time too.
Sid. Hi. The shadows in your eyes though.
So, when did you move in with Spencer?
Well, I moved in with him in February.
Yeah?
About a week after I came back to New Zealand, and stayed with my mum for a week when I came back, and then moved in with Spencer.
What was your decision process around moving in with each other?
There's a whole bunch, I guess. When we talked about it, we were long distance, so of course all we could think about was being together, so we were like, of course we'll move in. But also before I left New Zealand, we'd hung out so much, and I spent all my spare time with him anyway, so it was kind of just an extension of that.
Like a natural progression type thing. So did you guys move into new houses?
I lived with him at his old flat for about a month, and then we moved into the new house after that.
Cool.
Yeah.
What was it like setting up your space?
Oh, it was so fun. It was so nice just being able to start from scratch, really. And we had 2 rooms, so we had the bedroom and then another room which we turned into our living room.
Were you nervous?
Not really.
I was so nervous to partly I was nervous to move to the shore. Then I was just a little bit nervous to actually move in with Luke and take that step. It feels like a big step, but then when you do it, you're like, it's actually not that big of a deal.
Yeah. We just see each other all the time now.
Yeah.
And it's good.
And it's so good.
Yeah, I think I was more, not nervous, but just sad about moving out of home.
Yeah.
Because I'm so close with my mum. I still see my mum every weekend. I go up on Sunday mornings and play cards with my mum and my nana.
Cute!
And go for a walk on the beach with my mum.
It's good to keep that there.
Yeah, and it's nice going home and being back home. And it's nice because we both have our own lives separately as well.
Yeah.
He hangs out with his friends and I hang out with mine, and we hang out with our friends together.
I think
and
that's
he'll
important.
have a day to play Xbox, and I'll go see my friends, or take Sid out for a walk. Or
I think it's important, even though you are merging lives, to have that individual space. I think it was just a really easy thing to do.
It was really easy. That's what my boyfriend says as well. He's it's just been so easy, and it's never been easy before, because he's lived with a few girls before, and he's like, it's never been this easy ever.
Well, I think that's a good sign.
So definitely a good sign. And it's we've really had no problems.
Even if a problem does arrive, I know you'll sort it out, because you're both
adults who talk about things.
in a partnership of a life partnership or whatever. So
you've got to talk about it because you live with him now.
Yeah,
so
exactly. You can't run away. I thought it was a bigger of a deal than it actually was. Do you know what I mean? People make such a big deal about it, it's a big step and stuff, but I'm it just seemed so easy.
Yeah.
So natural to do.
And if you're spending all your time together anyway, it's kind of a natural extension.
Because we were just living out of bags if we were at one place or the other.
The thought of having to say, do you want to come over? Or can I see you Thursday night? I'm like,
isn't that weird? Having to organise that kind of time.
Yeah.
I like living with my partner.
Me too. Me too. I really do. And I'm not sick of him at all. We spend so much time together, but I still want to spend all my time with him. And it's just nice coming home at the end of the day and seeing him and being able to, even if we're doing
because you're sharing your life.
I can't imagine not living with him now.
Luke and I have been living with each other for 5 months now. Most of the time, I don't remember what life was like before this. I knew I had to talk to one last person before I wrapped up this series. The person I actually merged lives with.
We just had a discussion
Okay. Well,
about living with each other. Has your perspective changed since actually moving in together?
no, it's better than what I would have expected, really.
Really?
Yeah, because I guess when you move in with someone, you're going to have differences.
Mm-hmm.
But I think me and you are very similar in most ways, so that we didn't really have many differences. The only thing I don't like is avocado, and the only thing you don't like is
Meat.
Yeah.
Why did it seem scary?
I was more worried about you, to be honest,
What do you mean? Why?
because you seemed very nervous.
I was nervous. What's your favourite thing about living with me? Oh, that doesn't sound good.
No, I'm just waking up, you muppet. I love living with you. Snuggles are great.
How do you think it has changed our relationship? I personally think we've become very much closer.
Oh, have you?
Huh?
Yeah, we have. Of course we have. We've become, well, as close as you can get, really, I guess.
Yeah.
We spend a lot of time together, but we still have a lot of alone time.
Individual time.
Yeah.
Were you scared to move in with me at first?
No.
No?
No, I was excited. A little apprehensive, but I was more worried about how you'd be.
How do you know it's the right step to make in a relationship?
It's got to the point where it just seems silly spending 2 lots of rent. It just made sense. As a couple, to save money and to be able to spend that extra time together. What is something that's different than you expected?
How comfortable it is. Like it's just normal.
Yeah, like it feels new for a short while, and then it
It's
just
just
feels
normal.
normal.
Yeah. I don't know why I was so scared about it. Why is it considered such a big step?
You're agreeing to share half of everything in terms of groceries and toilet
You
rolls.
said that the first time.
Was that the first question? I was half asleep.
No, I mean you said it the first time when we hadn't moved in with each
Oh,
other.
well, I was
I
saying.
said, what changes or something, and you're like, well, we share
Groceries.
more, like groceries.
Yeah, well, we do, though, don't we?
Yeah.
I wasn't wrong.
No.
What is it really like to live with your significant other?
It's good to come home to something.
Yeah.
It's good to share meals and chats about the day.
Yeah.
And wake up next to someone. Or someone. It's great, it's good, it's fun.
What's the next step?
The next step.
Getting a dog.
Mm-hmm. We need a dog.
And that's it.
Oh, he has ugly eyes.
Anyway, so we're in our new place. We bought a sofa! So far, it's going good. Table is what? Here is our table!
What are you doing?
That's relaxing. Do you want to explain the table for my video?
We've got the IKEA Alex drawers that we built.
Look what we got!
Hello!
We just ruined the table. We got a welcome home table! We hung up our frame.
The story of how and why Luke and I moved in with each other, and what it's really like to live with your significant other. To me, it boils down to a whole lot of great. Getting to make this house our home has been the best thing for both our relationship and my mental health. So if you're in talks with your partner, do it. It's not as scary as it seems. If you haven't seen my other 3-part series about millennials moving overseas, I'll leave a link down to it below, and I will leave all the things related to our house down below too. Like a piece on why we chose to rent as opposed to buying, a home haul, an interview piece where I actually interviewed Luke on his favourite parts of the home too. So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this 3-part series. It means the world to me, and Earth, the Moon and the stars. I will see you guys when I see you.